Mindy, I'm going to warn you that we always start 2 minutes late. Hi, Shulamit, how are you?
I am well, Karen. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you. I was just, I was logged in and wondered where are the other 4 people. So I guess it wasn't letting all the participants, because I always put it on gallery. So,
Yeah.
But all I see is your beautiful face. So
People coming up. Mindy Sharp is on. Mindy is our new VP of Finance and Administration here at Federation. We are so.
Who is that?
Mindy.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, there you are. I'm
Hi,
Shulamit.
Stacey.
Nice to meet you.
I'm going to log on my laptop and see if I get a better image.
Hi, Ruth. How are you? Hi, Rosalie. Hi, Ellen.
How are you, Karen?
Doing all right. Thank you.
Hi, Ruth.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Anita. Brian, you're muted.
Hey everybody, Karen, you can absolutely share if you'd like.
I'll be David today, guys.
Yeah,
He's
for
not
sure.
here.
Sorry, Anita. How are you, Anita? What's going on? What did you say?
I said hi. That's it.
Hi. Rosalie. Oh, Ruth. We've got, we always get a really good representation from the synagogue crowd as well. Ellen, it's nice to see you're back. Good morning, Mindy. No, it's okay. You're good. Hey, Shulamit. How are things outstate? Well, you're right. Your congregation is a little further out than the core, right?
Thank you for that attempt. It's only one Friday night a month.
Yeah.
And it's across the river.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Across the
saying
river.
Central West End was out of state.
Yeah. That it shows you that I've been here for 18 months, have been in my house for 16 and a half of them, and have no idea. People keep mentioning, yeah, we've got a little place out and wherever. And I'm like, is that like 2 hours away? Is that 5 minutes away? I have no idea.
The big river, you know, the Mississippi.
I've heard of that.
So East St. Louis is over there.
Yeah. We're going to give it 1 more minute. Greg is not going to be able to join us today. He is actually at retreat. He is off somewhere for, I don't know. But we will observe his 2 minutes past.
So sorry.
That's all right. You didn't have to wear a mask just for us.
No, but I have to wear it here. So
Karen and Mindy, and Mindy, we introduced you to the group, right? Yeah, okay. I'll make sure. Okay, so good morning, everybody. It's nice to see you all. We are quickly, I would say careening, but maybe sliding into the high holidays, right? Is that fair to say? And so actually, as I looked through, I noticed that there's only 1 week. Is there 1 week? No. We will have all of our regular calls at least scheduled. People can join. None of the holidays conflict with this, but obviously, if you can't make it, we understand. We don't have David joining us today because he's got a conflict, but Karen Scher will be playing the part of David Winton today. He passed along some stuff, so don't ask too tough of questions. I don't know if she'll be able to handle those, but she can share his information.
Great. I'm going to try and channel my inner David. Okay. So this is what he wanted to share. Funding is starting to gel regarding the American recovery, and there will be more details to share. It looks like there's going to be multiple rounds of funding beginning soon with childcare and then proceeding into the winter with broadband and infrastructure. So stay tuned. As we know, COVID numbers are continuing to move up in St. Louis, and most 90% of those are unvaccinated. School and mask mandates are headed for a number of court battles, given Attorney General Schmidt's actions against Columbia Public Schools, but it appears that non-rural schools are sticking to their policy. We're not likely to have any special sessions, therefore the legislature will only come back for a short time during veto session in September. However, committees will continue, including the critical race theory, St. Louis County Committee, and some others. Now that Pfizer vaccine is full FDA approval, look for a wide swath of businesses to implement vaccine mandates, including many in St. Louis. This is going to set up a showdown with conservatives in the legislature in January, who will likely attempt to follow the lead of Abbott from Texas and DeSantis from Florida. So we'll see what happens there. And then Greater St. Louis Inc., which is led by Jason Hall, is moving forward as a consolidation of many of the civic business groups in St. Louis. And they're likely to have a very strong footprint in the region and activate on a number of policy areas, including healthcare, access, and diversity. So I know David's meeting with Jason Hall later. Brian's meeting with Jason Hall later today, so which is exciting. That's what he has to report. We do still meet once a month with all of our defense agencies on specific legislation that they are concerned with. So we're going to continue to do that until session starts, when we will meet on a more regular basis. If any of your congregations want to be part of those meetings because you're involved in some of those policy issues, we do have a few congregations that do send representatives, and we're more than happy to include you. So that is what I had to report from David. Oh, I will say we are sending something, I think tomorrow, out around rental assistance and Medicare expansion, and on and I sent this to Miriam, so she has it as well. And it's a document that David and Jessica from David's office put together for us to put out to the community for rental assistance and how to access that, and also around childcare for those seeking jobs during this time. That is available funds until I think the end of September. Hopefully that'll be expanded, but we're going to be sending that information out to the community as well. If you have questions, I hope I can answer.
Go ahead, Rosalie.
I was just asking, Karen, when you were talking about childcare, I don't know if it's like a subsidy. I don't know exactly what it is. Is that for people that are currently taking Missouri credit, like filed with the state to take children through Medicaid and all of that? Or is that a general for any childcare?
Miriam, I don't know the answer to that. I think it's for anyone who lost their job during COVID and is seeking employment, can access that site for funding. But Miriam, maybe you have.
I don't know. I could look something up because we've been sent a lot of information and I've sent it to the appropriate people.
So nothing specifically for childcare to offer it to people. It's more of like an individual credit.
Yes.
Okay.
Where it would pay for childcare. Is that what you're saying? I think that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
But that would help institutions where people have been unable to pay, but you've got families in your schools who can't pay for childcare.
And how do I go about doing that? Who do I know? What do I do?
Well, we're sending it. I can send you the information. I'll send you the flyer that the information that David put together, his office put together. We are going to put that out on our site, I believe, probably tomorrow in our weekly newsletter and promote on social, but I will get that to you.
Okay, because then I can forward it through our school, funnel it through the school. Anything with childcare would be great.
Great.
Yep. Karen, would you send that to me too?
So just in addition to that, on the rental assistance, we had a meeting with St. Louis County this week. They're going to be getting $60 million for rental assistance in St. Louis County. We are going to be working with them to help them get those funds into the hands of people that need it. So more to come on that. But there will be rental assistance clinics set up with volunteers all over the place, most likely partnering with the county library system, so that people can come in and get assistance and know what documents to bring and how to apply for that rental assistance.
And Ellen, if I'm not mistaken, the money's there right now and people just aren't
Yes.
accessing it. And so
They
if
can. The
anybody-
county just doesn't have a structure in place that's good yet. And they're trying to get a structure out into the community into the communities where people need it. And we're going to be, I believe, working with them on doing that. So,
Which is
just
great to
FYI.
take it from that angle, but know that if already somebody needs it, there is an organization
money's
we can
available.
connect them to, and it's really simple. So we can help with that as clearly NCJW can, but it's great that they're going to be out where people more visibly, where people know where to go. But if anybody's in distress right now, it's easy enough to connect them to the organization that can
right.
take care of it right away.
Thanks, Miriam.
No, thank you.
Brian?
Yeah.
And Karen and Miriam, I haven't had a chance to get in touch yet with this information, but I was on a call yesterday where it was the Promo SAGE group. SAGE is the organization for seniors aging gay elder or something like that, but it's an LGBT aging wing, and they were talking about a program called LifeWise St. Louis with a senior companion program and a senior resiliency fund. You probably know about that already, and I apologize if that's true, but I just want to be sure I mentioned there's substantial money available for people who are caring for elders in their home and are of a very low income to actually get paid to do that and get reimbursement for travel, et cetera. Miriam, you must know about that. So just want
Some of the homemakers we have in the homes are family and friends who are being paid to yes, we're well, and LifeWise is a great organization who does like friendly visits and connects people with social visits and things. So thank you for bringing that up.
Sure.
Anything else for David, who's not here? For Eric, around that? Okay, we don't have a specific agenda today. So is there anything that anybody wants to talk about, bring up, address? Actually, I think we have, Mindy and Karen, some additional resources on our website now, right? About that David got to us.
Yes, so I just forwarded the one on rental assistance and childcare to Stacy and Rosalie, and it should be on our website. Also, the Medicaid expansion one will be on our website as well.
So we're trying to make sure that David is getting us some additional information. We're trying to make sure that we put it up for everyone to be able to access. Maybe when they are up, we'll let you know or provide a link, maybe in the follow-up notes. I guess we'll have to see if they're up yet. I actually just went to look and not sure I know.
Yeah, it's up there. I'll send the link right now. It's under our COVID-19 response page. It says government affairs, and there's a link to the Medicaid expansion handout and the rental assistance and childcare support. So I can share that in the.
Oh, there they are. I got it. Okay.
They worked very fast on that. Thank you.
I'll cut and paste that. I didn't realize I was looking in the wrong place. It's the second section on here. There are a couple sheets of information. Okay, we don't have anything else specific. Is there anything that people wanted to bring up or talk about? Yeah, Rosalie.
So I've been reading about the Federation's kickoff to the Legacy campaign. And we are in the process of, through our grant, through onboarding, that is what our grant was for our kickoff for legacy giving.
Yeah.
And we're in the thrust with an open campaign starting, any Share-Emmett members, close your ears. No, the first week of December with asks prior to that.
Fantastic.
So I didn't know, I was going to reach out to Lori, but is there anything slated to work together with like agencies or congregations when you're meeting with someone, if you know they're affiliated?
Yeah, here's what I would say. We would be happy to. I think that we'd be happy to support, right? That we have information about certain people, we may be able to tell you. right? Like if you're not sure if someone might have capacity or might be at a time or a place, we may have some information. Happy to share that. Also happy to come along, right? Like we share a lot of people, all share a lot of people in common. And if it makes sense to sit down together and have a conversation, absolutely happy to do that as well. Yeah.
Okay, so Lori's the right
Lori
connection.
is absolutely
Perfect.
the right person.
Okay.
And look, in general, here's what I'll just say broadly, is that none of us own any of the members of this community, and most of the people who are generous to one place are generous with another. I do not believe that if they give something to one place, they're not going to have enough to give someplace else. Donors make choices, particularly the larger donors in our community, have the capacity, if they're really interested, to do what they want. We should work together to support one another in this. I don't believe that there's a limited pie and that if we take a bite out of it, it's not there for someone else. And we're happy to work together with you and provide whatever we can.
Yeah, I was really looking more towards as the donor. Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be amazing to go to a donor and say,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, here's everything in the community that
Yeah.
you might be interested in? That's what I was thinking. And everyone has capacity. No, just kidding.
Yeah, no, yes, of course. Yeah. Yeah, we're
Okay,
happy.
great. I'll reach out to her and maybe she'll come to a meeting or something and with our group
Yeah.
and go from there.
Sure,
Okay, great.
absolutely. Any other thoughts, questions, things that are going on, people are thinking about, worried about, want to get feedback on, check in on? I'll give it one more moment of uncomfortable silence.
I don't
Yeah.
like uncomfortable silence, so I'll ask a
Mhm.
question.
I have to.
We are working on, I'm just going to throw this out there, and I don't necessarily expect any answers, so feel free to email me after this meeting's over. We are looking to identify what NCJW's next big project is going to be in the community. And we have just started meetings with thought leaders all throughout the region about unmet needs, things where they think an organization like NCJW can step up with a program or project. For those of you that don't know, we have a history of doing this and then spinning those projects off as their own independent nonprofits in the community. Crown Center for Senior Living is one of them. Scholarship Foundation is another. Legal Advocates for Abused Women, Court Appointed Special Advocates, St. Louis County. These were all community service projects of NCJW that started that way and are now their own nonprofits. And we are looking to identify needs and figure out where we want to invest our time and resources for the next umpteen years. So if you all have thoughts in that regard, please reach out to me because I would love to hear from you as we do this community assessment. I don't want to do it without talking to folks in the Jewish community as well.
Ellen, can I just add, we are doing so much work around needs assessments in the community. So if we can be a resource, if there's any information that we can share that we've gathered that could be helpful in these conversations, we'd love to be able to talk about that.
You know, Mindy, let's talk offline, okay?
Yeah.
You know, because our work tends to be in the general community, it doesn't mean we're not going to be in the Jewish community as well. But I want to make sure I'm covering all the bases.
Sure, of course.
Thanks. Okay.
I'll add one thing. I can't remember if I said this or not, but the Leading Edge survey that many, hopefully all of you participated in, thank you very much. We did get the results from that. We are going through them and better understanding, you know, what our organizations in our community are going through, what they look like. So we will be sharing that information. We don't have a date yet, but we'll use one of these community calls to be able to share that. We'll let you know ahead of time, likely at the end of October or early November. And we'll have that information from Leading Edge to share. So I don't have any more details. I haven't seen it yet, but I know we're just learning what it looks like and excited to learn more.
So Mindy, we dived into our results and it would be interesting when the presentation happens. Like, I don't know if you want to do it by cohorts, like you can get really deep in the congregational one, really deep.
Yeah.
And, you know, just as an idea, you know, like there's the general broad, but then everything gets really fascinating. So we've had our, consultations with them for a couple of hours. to look, and then we formed a committee. So, it's just something to think about.
Rosalie, I'm so happy to hear that that Sharoneth has taken advantage of this amazing resource to learn about your own community. I really hope others of you are taking advantage and doing that also. I know everyone is so busy right now, and this is an additional thing to add, but I think the information is really valuable. So I love that idea, and we can definitely think about how to do breakout groups by theme to learn from each other and share and learn about specific details in your specific work. So thank you for that idea.
They provided a really smart consultant who was really, really insightful. So I agree with you that everyone should take advantage of that.
Anyone else? I will just say, we never, right? We always say these will be as long or as short as they need to be. If there is nothing else, we do not have to stay on. Does anybody else have anything they want to bring up? You all prepared for the holidays? Yeah. See some nodding heads. I don't know which way. No. Yeah. Scott, is there anything that you wanted to share while you're on? No, we're all good. You're all set for the holidays too? Yeah. All right. In that case, hearing nothing else, thank you guys so much. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Have a really good time until then. Take care of yourselves.
Shana Tova.
Thank you.
Shana Tova.